Use your competitive analysis slide to get funded. If you want your startup to get funded, then you better nail your competitive analysis slide. Your competitive analysis slide is an opportunity for you, the CEO, to shine. Yet sadly, too many CEOs do exactly the wrong thing and don't take advantage of a golden opportunity. I don't want this to happen to you. I've raised over $100 million in venture capital and private equity funding, and I've helped entrepreneurs like you raise rounds of between $50,000 and $150 million. In today's video, I'm going to explain to you the real reason your competitive analysis is so critical, and it's not what you think it is, the mistakes most CEOs make presenting their competitive analysis slide to investors, and finally, the winning way to present your competitive analysis. I hope you like it. Hi, I'm Brett. On my channel, I help early stage startup CEOs like you raise money and grow your startup. So if this sounds like you, then hit the subscribe button and the bell so you get notified every time I release a new video. Let's get started. The real reason your competitive analysis slide is so critical. Let me start with a story. I was an entrepreneur in residence at a San Francisco-based venture capital firm. One of the benefits of being an EIR who was there to incubate a company is I got to watch a lot of startups pitch to the partnership. There was one pitch I'll always remember. When it came time to present the competitive analysis, the CEO, Paul, went into huge detail explaining all the competition the company had. And when I say all the competition, I mean all the competition. He didn't leave anybody out. I really didn't know how Paul's pitch was going to go over with the partnership. I thought Paul was taking a huge risk, explaining in detail all the competition. But Paul did it in a smart way, and I'm going to get back to this later. After Paul was done presenting his company, the partners and I went to debrief and give our thoughts on the company. The managing partner of the fund, Mike, went last. I'll never forget what Mike said. He told us about companies we didn't even know existed. Mike was clearly impressed, and the company got a term sheet from us. Obviously, there were other reasons besides Paul's competitive analysis for why we invested. But the competitive analysis put the company over the top. Here's my take on what Paul did. Number one, Paul built trust with investors by explaining in so much detail all of the competitors. You're always worried as an investor about how much you can trust the CEOs you work with. By being so open about the competitive landscape, Paul built trust with investors. That's the huge hidden value of going all in like Paul did. You're showing your investors that you'll tell them what's going on, good and bad, and that's how you build trust. Number two, Paul exhibited his knowledge of the market dynamics, and the competition. The mistakes most CEOs make presenting their competitive analysis. Let's contrast Paul's approach with the mistakes a lot of CEOs make. Number one, most CEOs don't tell investors about all the competition, especially the larger competitors. Even if you don't buy into how much trust you will build with investors by telling them about every competitor, not telling investors about competitors is galactically stupid. And here's why. Investors are going to do their own research on the market and the competition. They're going to find out about your competitors. So not telling investors about the competition really hurts your chances of getting an investment. This leads to my second point. Number two, bad-mouthing the competition. Bad-mouthing the competition may seem like a smart move because you want to show you're better than the competition. However, Bad-mouthing competitors hurt you because it's what a typical salesperson might do. And make no mistake about it, when you're raising money, you're selling. You lose investors' trust. So, when you present why you're better to investors, it isn't as believable. Number 3, you make your competitive analysis way too complicated. This is the third mistake I've seen too many CEOs make. You go into too much detail, making it too complicated to understand the differences between you and your competition. I'll explain how to fix this next. The winning way to present your competitive analysis. So, you already know that you want to tell investors about all the competition, and you don't want to badmouth the competition. So what do? You position your product or service differently than the competition. There's a great book called Positioning: The Battle for Your Mind by Rise and Trout. Now, positioning was written all the way back in 1981, and it's still relevant today. Rise and Trout makes significant use of a concept called perceptual maps. You'll recognize it because it's exactly what Steve Jobs did when he introduced the original iPhone. There are 2 reasons I like these maps so much. Number 1, the visual map makes it really easy for investors to see how you're different than the competition. Number 2, you get to pick the axes. So you're in control of how you explain the competition to investors. The key to making perceptual maps work is picking the right 2 axes. This should align with your marketing strategy, or it will not make sense. You're essentially saying, we are going to win by being better than the competition by giving our customers the best of these 2 things. And that's exactly how you win. Now, if this content is resonating with you, then please hit the like button right now. Here's a summary of what we've learned today. Number 1, you build trust with investors by telling investors about all your competitors. Number 2, you're making a huge mistake by bad-mouthing the competition. And number 3, the best way to present your competitive analysis is using a simple 2-dimensional perceptual map like Steve Jobs did when he introduced the original iPhone. Now, what did you learn from today's video? Put your answer in the comments column below today's video. And if you have any questions for me, please put them in the comments column too, and I'll be happy to answer them for you. Now, I have one more thing for you today. It's my free startup pitch deck template. It has all the slides you need to develop an awesome pitch deck. Click the link below today's video and it's yours for free. And for more great content, click on the video at the end of today's video. And if you haven't already, then click the subscribe button to get notified every time I release a new video. I'm Brett at brettjfox.com. Thanks for watching today. Take care. Bye.